Just one thing that I guess really impacted me and that really touched me through these medical camps that we do is on day 3. On day 3, we went by Homo Bay. It was really close to the lake, and there was a lot of malaria, a lot of widespread malaria, a lot of the patients and the people that we were seeing. And then I think halfway through the camp, Dr. Roman and Dr. Sami come to me with a severe case, and it says, John, if you don't take this girl to the hospital, she's gonna die. Her fever is 106.4, if I remember correctly, and it was urgent. I remember getting her in the car as quickly as I could with some of the people that were helping me. We got her in the car, and I had to rush to Matata Hospital. Matata Hospital is about an hour and something away from the medical camp that we were doing. And I get her in the car, and she's just, making sounds, uncomfortable sounds. Like she was, she had a high fever, she wasn't feeling good. And I began driving, and I started, rushing and driving as quick as I can. I guess I could say I became a little ambulance, for this patient. I started putting this girl, she was about 16 years old. I started thinking about my son, and I was like, what would I do if this was my son and my son was sick, and how urgently would I rush this girl to the hospital? So I was driving as quick as I could, to be safe, but get to the hospital as fast as we could. So as we're driving, this girl is not feeling good in the back, and she's, you could see, and I had, thoughts that maybe, what if she doesn't make it? What if she doesn't make it to the hospital? And as we began rushing, driving, her mother started singing in the back, and she started singing songs in either Swahili or Lul, and the only thing I could understand is Jehovah, Jehovah, Jehovah. And as she began singing, in the back, I was in the front with Paul, one of the locals, and we just began praying. I just began praying. I was like, Father, you were there where Peter's mother-in-law, she had a fever, and you removed that fever. I pray over this fever, Father, that you let us get this girl there in time. And we just, we were driving and praying, for about an hour. And the next thing I look in the back, and this 16-year-old girl is asleep, and it feels like she had no even fever. Then we finally get to the hospital. When we get to the hospital, I check her in. We get her over there admitted. We tell them that we have an urgent case, and we put her down under the bed. And I went on the bed to kind of make sure she's okay. And she was responsive to me. She was talking to me, and I was shocked. And I could say we saw a miracle on the way to the hospital. Just even the way the doctors came to me and said, John, if she doesn't go now, she's dead. And just that situation, I could say, it just made the whole camp worth it. Just coming out there, all the difficulties, all the hardships, everything that we had, it just made everything worth it to be able to save this, daughter of God's life.